Hey guys, what's up? Not tinymech here. Today we're going to be doing a deck profile on Noble Knights. These guys have been shown off as the sneak peek promos for the last few sets, and now they finally got some actual support in the set itself. Cosmo Blazer, they got a secret rare, Noble Knight Madrot, a couple of equip spells, Noble Arms Caliburn, and Arphidator, or however you say it, I have no idea. I'm going to call it Noble Arms Arphi, as well as Artorigus, King of the Noble Knights, who is their boss monster. So go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy, and we're going to get this deck profile started for you guys. Alright, hold on.
What's up, guys? Alright, so let's get this deck profile started. We got Chaos Noble Knights. To start off, we have 3 Noble Knight Artorigus. He is the 1818 vanilla that we got as a sneak peek promo. I don't even know how long ago. Most people probably threw him out because he was shitty. Next up, we have 1 Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning. He's a basic boss monster. You know, he's a warrior. He's all around good. I don't know why you wouldn't want to run him if you run light and dark monsters. Then, we have 2 Effect Veilers as a hand trap to stop your opponent from doing shit. 1 Gores, because Gores wins games. It just rhymes, you know? Next, 2 Ignoble Knight of Black Lancelin, whatever, however you say that. You can send 1 face-up light normal monster you control to the graveyard to special summon him from your hand or your graveyard. You contribute 1 Noble Knight monster and add 1 Noble Arms from your deck to your hand. You can only use that effect once per turn, and you can only control 1 of him. 2 Max C's, because they also stop your opponent from doing shit just like Effect Veiler. Only instead, with Max C, you get to draw cards. So it punishes your opponent for doing stuff. Next, 3 Noble Knight Gawain. This guy's like a Cyber Dragon, except you have to control a light normal monster, and he just lets you make all sorts of black cards like Blade Armor and Excalibur and Shaka Ho. You know, Gawain is just all around good. Next, 3 Noble Knight Madrot. Madrot is a 1700 secret rare that is worth, I think, like 27.27 according to Dueling Network's average prices. He's a normal monster while he's on the field, but don't get me wrong, he's not a Gemini. He is not a Gemini. I repeat, not a Gemini. Do not run Gemini Spark in here or I will punch you in the face. This is not a threat. Well, he has a Noble Arms equip spell. He's treated as an effect monster, and he has the following effects. He is a dark level 5. And once per turn, if you control no other monsters, you can special summon a Noble Knight from your deck in face-up defense, except for Madrot, and then destroy an equip spell you control. Why is that good? I'll tell you why. Because all of the Noble Arm equip spells say that if they're destroyed, you get to re-equip them to another Noble Knight. So you just basically keep them on the field the entire time. Next, we have 2 Rescue Rabbits. This adorable little bunny is in here just so you can get Artorigus onto the field and make exceeds or use your Noble Arms. It just adds playability to the deck. It adds speed to the deck. It lets you go a turn 1 exceeds that you normally wouldn't be able to do. If you have Rabbit and Gawain, you have a Shaka Ho. I bet you didn't know that. It's actually pretty simple. You go Rescue Rabbit, summon 2 Artorigus, summon Gawain, Shaka Ho, shock that shit. Next, we have 1 Sangan and 2 Tour Guides for the obvious Leviaires, Zen Mains, and Acid Golem plays. And finally, 2 Tragodias, because just like Gores, Trag wins games. Now, for the spell lineup, we have the staples, Dark Hole, Storm, Reborn, Double MST, Avarice, and Rhoda, since it's a warrior deck. And next, we have the Noble Arms. Noble Arms Arphi. You can only control 1 Noble Arms Arphi. Equip only to a warrior type monster. Once per turn, you can target a set card your opponent controls. Doesn't matter if it's a face down monster or a face down trap card. Destroy it, or the equipped monster loses 500 attack permanently, and if it does, you destroy that target. Then it goes on to say the attack loss remains even if this card leaves the field or the monster becomes unaffected by card effects. And then if this face-up card on the field is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can target one warrior-type Noble Knight monster you control and equip this card to that target. Now you can only do the re-equip of each Noble Arms once per turn. So if they have double MST, you're screwed. Next we have 2 Noble Arms Caliburn. This card was the sneak peek promo for Cosmo Blazer. You can only equip it to a warrior monster. You can only control 1 Caliburn. The monster gains 500 attack, and once per turn you can gain 500 life points. That's pretty cool. I don't know about you. And then he has the re-equipping effect. And then next we have 1 Noble Arms Gallatin. The equipped monster gains 1000 attack, and during each standby phase it loses 200 attack, and then he has the re-equipping effect. And you can only have 1 Gallatin. Finally, for the traps, 2 Mirror Force, 2 Solemn Warnings, and 2 Torrential Tributes. Now, what makes this deck so good is you go Madrat, equip Arfi, use Arfi's effect to destroy a back row or a face-down monster. Then use Madrat's effect to summon either Lansalin, Artorigus, or Gawain, and then re-equip Arfi, depending on who you summon. If you summon Lansalin, you re-equip Arfi onto Madrat, and you make him a level 5 Dark, and then you destroy another card with Arfi, and then you exceed into Adrius or Tyrus. If you bring out Gawain or Artorigus, you re-equip Arfi to one of them, and you use Arfi to destroy their other face-down card, and then you exceed into any rank 4. All around, the utility behind this deck is really cool. I really hope this deck keeps getting more support. And now let's go into the extra deck. It's all Exceeses. First of all, we got 1 Adrius for the rank 5 plays, 1 Artorigus, King of the Noble Knights. This guy is a badass. Look at his artwork. That's totally clean. When he's Exceed summoned, you can target up to 3 Noble Arms equipped spell cards with different names in your graveyard. Equip those targets to this card, and once per turn you can detach a material to destroy any number of spell or trap cards onto the field, up to the number of Noble Arm equipped spells you control. What makes that so good is it's an indefinite number of destruction. What that means is that your opponent can't flip that Starlight Road on you. They can't Starlight this card. That's amazing. You can just blow up shit for no reason. Next we have a Blade Armor Ninja, because you're running warrior monsters, so why not run a Blade Armor Ninja? 1 Gagaga Cowboy to go pew pew pew. 1 Heroic Champion Excalibur to OTK your opponent potentially. 1 Heroic Champion Gandiva. This is another card that people probably threw away because they thought it was shit. Because it was a ultra rare that they pulled out of Abyss Rising that wasn't one of those cards that they wanted, because Abyss Rising, for some reason, the only cards worth money were secret rares. He's a 2100. He requires 2 warriors. Once per turn, when a level 4 or lower monster is special summoned to your opponent's side of the field, except during the damage step, you can detach 1 material to destroy the special summoned monster or monsters. This card shuts down Rabbit. It destroys it. Because your opponent, you summon Gandiva, your opponent goes Rabbit, and goes Banish Rabbit to summon 2 Sabosaurus, and you say Gandiva, bitch, and you destroy both of them. Next, we got Leviair. For that obvious reason, it's Leviair. You're running rank 3s, why the hell wouldn't you run Leviair? 1 Maestroke, 1 Shakaho, 1 Acid Golem, 1 Utopia, 1 Black Ship of Corn, 1 Photon Butterfly, 1 Tyrus for the other rank 5 play, and 1 Wind Up Zen Mains. Alright guys, I hope you like this deck profile. Be sure to comment below on what you think of it, and subscribe, and like this video, share the video, show it to your friends. If you don't like the video, show it to people you hate so that they have to sit through it. Alright guys, that's all I got for now. So until next time, peace out.